Hello and welcome to Open, everyone. I'm Rina Valentin, your host of Café con Leche for the next hour. Always inviting you to get social with us online. That's right. Tweet us and follow us on Instagram at BronxNet TV and like us on Facebook at Open BronxNet Television. And of course, while you're there, don't forget to follow moi. That's right, on Twitter, Instagram, FB, and Snapchat at Rina Valentin. And so now it's time to get that pen and paper ready for today's holiday Open Weekend Preview. First up, A Harlem Christmas Carol. The Harlem Repertory Theater will put on their adaptation of the Charles Dickens classic, A Christmas Carol. Set in contemporary Harlem, the modern twist includes lavish costumes with some new and some classic songs. The Christmas Spectacular is taking place on December 16th and 17th at 7 p.m., all happening at the Tato La Viera Theater located on 240 East 123rd Street in Harlem. For more information, visit harlemrepertorytheater.com. Next to check out around town, the Orchestra Now, or Tone, kicks off their second season of the popular concert series with free concerts in Harlem and the Bronx. These shows will feature music director of the Buffalo Philharmonic and Virginia Symphony, John Folletta, as the conductor, as well as guest soloist Susan Platts, renowned mezzo-soprano. All this and more is taking place on 2 dates. The first will be on Friday, December 16th at 7 p.m. in Aaron Davis Hall at the City College of New York, located on 160 Convent Avenue in Manhattan. And the second is taking place on Sunday, December 18th at 3 p.m. at the Lincoln Center for the Performing Arts, located on 250 Bedford Park Boulevard West in the Bronx. And for more information, visit theorchestranow.org. And finally, Breakfast with Santa. Come get into the holiday spirit by seeing Elf Prov at the Broadway Comedy Club, a hilarious interactive musical comedy. And well, if you get there early, you'll be able to enjoy breakfast and take pictures with Santa. And this festive event is taking place on Saturday, December 17th at 10 p.m. at the Broadway Comedy Club, located on 318 West 53rd Street in Manhattan. And for more information, call 212-757-2323. All right, and there you have it. Lots to do. Let's get into the holiday spirit, mi gente. All right, close to 100 students at Richard Green Middle School in the Wakefield section of the Bronx got an up-close look into what a police officer's day is like. BronxNet's cameras were there to capture the story. Let's take a look.
What does a police officer do when they're in a precinct or on the street? Close to 100 students at Richard Green Middle School in the Wakefield section got an up-close and personal look into this, thanks to special guest commanding officer of the 47th Precinct, Inspector Raul Stevenson, who introduced his colleagues and others charged with keeping the peace.
We have youth here between the age of 12 to 16 who are the future, and we understand that we need to do a better job establishing a dialogue between the youth to bring them closer to the police department so that they understand better the work that we do, and that the work that we do so often affect them, and they need to be part of the conversation.
Founder of the Bronx Youth Empowerment Program, current City Councilperson Andy King, who has long worked to improve police and community relations within his district, organized the forum, calling it an opportunity to engage, educate, and equip a new generation of students coming up.
It's not an us and them scenario. Young teens, young children should look at NYPD officers as someone for support and someone who can help them develop themselves, not someone they should fear and someone who is the enemy.
The talk began with introductions, followed by ways on how to identify the various units within the police department, including the emergency services and canine units, and the role of a detective as opposed to a police officer. Among those taking it all in, 7th grader Gabriela Sanchez.
I think today is going to be really nice. I think it's going to connect with most of the teenagers in our area.
And Tayana Ayers.
Like it's important today? You feel it's important to get to know your local police officer?
Yeah.
Why?
Because you never know, you might run into them and something might happen and you can rely on them.
They also want these students to know that college scholarships are available through their cadet program, and the Explorers Club is all about building a solid future as a leader. It just so happens that Explorer Jeremiah here in the 11th grade is doing what the department hopes all in their programs do, one day join their ranks.
My goal is to graduate high school within the next year, go into the military. I want to join the Marine Corps, and then when I come out, I want to be a police officer with the NYPD.
And police officer Cassandra Melendez, a youth officer in the 47th precinct, oversees the program.
The dreams that these children have and the dreams that the kids in our community have are all possible. We just need to all get together and work together. The parents, the businesses, the churches, and the police officers, in order to just mold these kids and let them know that their dreams are possible. He can accomplish anything.
Also address the 4th and 5th Amendments to the U.S. Constitution, securing protection against unreasonable searches and seizures, and the right to due process, even as police use probable cause as their basis for asking questions and pursuing leads. Taking the mystery out of policing and letting these students know that they can be partners in helping to keep their neighborhoods safe is what this workshop is all about. For BronxNet, this is Arlene Makoko.
And thank you, Arlene. We're taking a quick break, but we'll be back with more Open after this.